How does it feel, Matt? We made it.
Oh, hi. Sorry. So it's like we're famous now.
Totally forgot our intro.
Welcome to. Please, you know what it's
You
called.
know us.
We're famous. So
Yeah.
Wait, how many followers on TikTok? 400 plus.
400 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Success looks good on you.
Yeah. Creator Fund coming soon.
Coming about 2 years.
Yep. I'm gonna say so. Oh,
right.
They think I'm walking.
Oh, I know that's
Walking
right.
into success.
Today we're sponsored by Free Bleeding. Let it flow, this pride. Free bleeding. Here's our first haiku. Slay, XOXO. Diva, we up. Kissy kisses. Be who you are.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I like that.
Thanks.
Little Ariana Grande at the end.
Yeah, you know, I had to fill it out with that little 575.
You had to.
Here's our historic quote of the day. I've never really wanted to go to Japan, simply because I don't like eating fish. And I know it's very popular out there in Africa.
You didn't give me a hint.
It's Britney Spears.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
She said, I'm sorry. I don't want to go to Japan. I don't want to eat the fish. Because
Wow.
that's weird what you guys do in Africa.
I
Britney Jean. Matt, you know, from TikTok, now that we're famous. Britney
Jean is not my love. Oh, she's so sweet for that.
She's the best.
Yeah.
Sweet or simple?
Minded, maybe.
Simple. Yeah, the bitch is on drugs. Sorry.
I know. Oh,
The woman.
the woman.
The woman.
Foreshadow.
I love her. I continue to love her.
Yeah.
You know what song I really do love? This is embarrassing. I'm being vulnerable with the iPhone 13 recording us. All around the world, pretty girls. Yeah,
that's
just
a good
so
one.
pretty. I love that song.
Yep. I liked her newer meaning Till the World Ends.
Sure.
And I Want to Go.
If
I
you seek
wanna
Amy.
go. If you see
Please.
Amy. See, like, that's what I thought life was going to be like growing up for us going to the club.
Sure.
I thought we'd go to the spot and that would be
Sure. R.I.P. the spot.
closed.
Yeah.
What's the one with the cowboys?
Flaming Saddles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one.
That one's fun.
Yeah.
It's like a little bar-y too, just like kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Yeah.
It's a Hell's
Quiet.
Kitchen bar.
And then it's...
Yeah, but like something like Rise, it's like you're
Mhm.
stuck together. I went there with Michael. Hi, Michael. For Halloween one year, I dressed as Harry Potter.
That's fun.
And it was like everyone was. And so I made it about 20 minutes, and I went, guys, have a good night.
Yeah.
Have a great night.
You know what's so funny? You've talked about Michael before, and that also happened another time with Michael.
Oh, that was
when
really
you had to
sad.
leave, you took a little thing, and then
Oh my gosh, that was the craziest. It was New Year's Eve 2023, and Michael's gay ass showed up like an hour late for our little pregame before we went to the club for New Year's Eve. And so I was like, okay, we got 25 minutes before we have to leave. I had like 2 beers back to back, and then like 2 shots back to back, and then like a White Claw, maybe even 2. And then Michael was like, do you want to have an edible? And I'm not the weed girl. I'm not a Weirdosaurus Rex, because I can't allow myself the opportunity to eat more desserts.
Weedosaurus Rex. Crazy.
I ain't got no arms, 5 milligrams, you know?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, like, sure, like, let's live it up, like, new year, new me. Maybe I'll, like, get into weed.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have, like, a gummy and I'll, like, reflect, right?
Right.
Spoiler, still haven't done it. And so I'm, like, high out of my fucking mind, drunk, just in purple corduroy, being like, 'tis the new year. And we got on the train, and Michael was droning on and on and on and on and on and on and on about his ex, his 37-year-old ex. At this point, Michael's like 23,
This is also
24.
every day. Every time you see Michael.
God bless him. Michael, Brunette of the Week, Michael. And so Michael's going on, and I'm like, literally on the subway being like, the earth is our mother. We must take care of her. Like, time was moving so slow. I swear to God, we're going through space. And I'm literally like, I get it. I get that you don't like your ex. Like, I was seeing color. Like, everyone was moving so slow. I was fucking tripping off the fucking Bud Light Lime, White Claw, gummy chocolate weed.
Yeah.
And we get to the club, and I was like, Michael, I can't stand. I'm a jar of honey. And I said, don't you dare call me a bear. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a jar of honey. And then they're like, I said, Michael, I have to go home. And he was like, okay, bye. And he went over to his other little gays.
You were in the middle of Times Square, right?
Yes. And I tried to order an Uber, but it was like, it's 11:40
on New Year's
Eve in Times Square. So
they said you thought.
So I walked home.
You walked home?
It was only like 2 miles. Docs alert. But it took me like probably really long, because I felt like time was going so slow. I was like walking like this.
Oh wow. Oh my God.
I was going nuts. I was like, does anybody have any Propel? Any electrolyte? Also, my mother famously does not drink water, just Propel.
Oh, you know what? I do love a Propel strawberry kiwi.
Yum.
Those are good.
Yum.
Those are great. Oh, also, you know those David protein bars that like went totally viral? I just had one about 45 minutes ago. I'm going to say the barbells are better. I'm going to sit here right now and say the barbells are better.
Yes. And you know what? They're cheaper.
They are cheaper. The David, I had the chocolate peanut butter. And, you know, I'm not going to sit here and be like, it was trash. It was fine. But the barbells.
It was lovely. You know what? I just had, I had Miss Quest. They have like a protein cookie. And it tastes like, you know, like a plastic tasty cake Little Debbie Cancer. But I was like, I can get behind that.
But like a 28 grams.
Like
or,
15
you know,
grams
whatever,
of protein,
15.
no added sugar.
Come on.
And they also had Quest Reese Pieces.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I had. And that was like 10 grams of protein, no sugar.
Yeah, I've been trying to eat all my
protein. And that was fierce.
Protein's
that was
good.
Fierce. If you can get like a protein adjacent kind of dessert, then you can really lock in.
Did you ever try a protein shake or a little like powder? Do you ever do the powders?
Girl,
and, like,
they're right
mix?
there.
Oh, that's what you do.
Yeah, I have the peach. So I'm in my clear protein era.
The water and you shake?
Yes.
Okay.
Like not the way it's clear. So it's like I have the Mike like blue raspberry tropical instead of it's like juice, you know? Because sometimes
it's
like
so
when it's
funny.
Protein milk, it's like it's like hard on my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the king of the fucking vanilla.
Those vanilla
muscle milks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the Fairlifes or the?
I don't do the Fairlife.
Okay.
Those are too creamy.
Honestly, they gave me a bloat. They definitely gave me a little bit of like a.
I'm feeling like a fake fan because I'm blinking on the name. It's the red cap. There's like 40 of them in my fridge.
Okay.
It's not muscle milk because that one is 25, but this one has 30 grams.
Okay.
Guys, oh my god, I feel like a fraud.
Red cap, guys.
Carton, obviously.
Not red hat. Red cap.
Oh my god. Okay.
That was good.
Okay.
That's good.
Do you know anything about Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber?
Okay, so
I don't.
Did you see the video
culture?
of SZA holding him up?
Yes, but I was mesmerized by her butt. So I went back again. I'm sorry, I can't support a tasteful BBL.
Oh, well, she was going out of her way to help him up from
Spoiler, long runners. We'll get back to Justin in a second. Justin, I'll get back to you in a second.
Long
I
runners?
finally watched like a long runner of the pod. I watched one of them days.
You did?
Like a long time ago.
Tell me how it was.
It was great. It was great.
Funny?
Yes.
Good.
Nikki Palmer is the best person in the world.
Oh, well, she's just a saint.
She's the best entertainer.
I love her.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're, as a duo, they were great.
They were great.
Acting.
SZA's acting was great. She was acting down. I went to the AMDA showcase yesterday. A lot of you could take acting lessons from SZA.
Period.
SZA Marie. Anyway,
it's cute.
Sesame Timbers.
So she.
Am I warm enough for you, baby?
Bring that back.
Okay, so she was holding Justin up.
Yes, from crashing out.
You think it's drugs?
I do. I saw him dancing, and I mean, this is not to be like. I'm not even trying to be whatever like conspiracy theory. I do think that there's something going on there. I don't think he looks right. He was kind of slumping out, and he was like kissing her hand, but then she like he was doing a little hand kiss, and then as he was doing that, she like used that hand to like lift his head back up, and I was like, this is a little out there. But the comments were like, she's loved him for years. She's loved
like
Justin for so long.
Yeah.
So anyway, with the Hailey Bieber, she just sold her company to Elf for $1 billion.
Okay, so I looked into this a little bit. If I'm correct, the Mundo, which, come on, she doesn't own Rode. She is like the face of Rode, and so they acquired Rode for $400 million, with $600 million going into stock or shares.
Oh my!
So she did not get $1 billion.
She did not get $1 billion.
That being said, she's got a lot of money.
I mean, she's fine. People said something a little.
It's her chapstick, right? That's what people like.
I have not heard anything about this brand, Matt.
Rode?
And I am on Makeup Talk.
I'm on Makeup
you on
Talk
Makeup
too.
Talk.
Yeah.
You understand. I hear about Huda Beauty. I hear about Makeup Forever. We hear about all these little
the
whatever.
kimchi.
Yeah.
They had a half off the entire website, and my partner just did a show in drag, and I famously did a show in drag this winter. So I was like, here's what you need,
Kimchi.
and we tore the F up. It's made by a drag queen. It's full coverage,
Yeah.
So I got like all these concealers. I got like 5 lip liners. We got all these powders, all these highlighters.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love supporting queer business.
And I've never heard Rode. I've never heard of this brand.
I'm pretty sure, for someone who like buys makeup and wears makeup in her shows, I'm not involved in like clean girl. Like, I'm pretty sure she's chapstick.
She's clear eyebrow gel, clear mascara. You know
I've
what I'm
never
saying?
understood eyebrow gel, but the eyebrow gel girls love it.
Well, they
love it.
want to have their eyebrows going up like this. You ever see the hairs that are just sticking straight
like
up?
splayed.
They kind of want to. I mean, just use Elmer's. Learn from the best.
Yeah,
like use a purple
disappearing
Elmer's.
purple. Yeah. There was this one girl. Whenever I see her makeup, I go on her page and I watch it. This bitch is a wizard. She's amazing. I think her name's like Natalie or something.
Mm-hmm.
She's pale.
Yeah.
Dark, like your color hair.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just really beautiful at makeup. And when I was on tour, I used to watch her before I would go to sleep, how she would do her eyeshadow shapes.
Do you think watching makeup videos feels a little therapeutic, like kind of calming, nice? Or do you?
I love it. It's art.
It's art.
It's art.
Yeah.
It's I love the transformation, but I also just love like, yes, bitch. Wear that orange.
Yeah.
That orange blush.
Go crazy with it.
I love that stuff. I really do.
Now I am barefaced today, you guys. I have a little bit of a sniffle.
Wait, and I'm barefaced today.
I know, and I'm
Trisha Paytas doing the goon face. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not doing it.
Don't do it. Don't
Don't.
goon me. Yet.
Sesame Timbers.
Off camera, girl.
Am I warm enough? But I think the Justin Bieber, Hailey Bieber stuff is unfortunately straight people business. I don't know.
Yeah, I think if I asked a girl at Planet Fitness, she'd probably go off on like 2 hours. She'd be on the elliptical being like, and then this is what.
And it's good. You're like, I'll keep going.
Yeah, no, I'm honestly a little intrigued.
Yeah.
I kind of want a little glimpse into that life, but I don't know like their whole. I know they have a child together. I'm not really sure.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
They're
He's a
married.
dad.
Well, it's probably similar to Britney Spears, where whatever, and like Judy Garland, whatever regimen they had them on to keep going in their adolescence, probably fried their synapse or whatever.
I know. I have a feeling that like when he finally got a moment to do what he wanted to do, I could just see him on a hoverboard around his house playing VR. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's like an afternoon for Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
But now I don't know. He's just having fun on his Xan. He's popping.
He probably like Michael Jackson like needs that to sleep.
And
needs tranquilizer to make a smoothie in the morning.
The most famous people like
of
in
course.
the world. Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
And it's just a shame. I mean, here's my thing. And I know this is coming from someone that's, zero. I have nothing. But I'm saying, like, is there not a safe place you can go to or have a sponsor, have somebody with you to try and, like, keep you sober or keep you healthy? Is it just, like, a personal thing? I mean, is his team enabling this? Like, who's not watching out for him?
I don't know. It's scary
sad.
because Justin Bieber means that 300 people can have mortgages, Mm-hmm. And so at some point it's like, well, my daughter has to go to college. Can Justin do 4 more shows this year? Hopefully,
because it's everyone else around him making money off of him.
Yeah. And his existence means other people get to have vacations and ski trips and, which is really, really scary to be a small economy.
Right, as a human being. And it's a brand. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's... I would love to reiterate that you and I are just the two dumb bitches telling each other exactly. We know so little, but also, other hand, we are both working performers. You're a professional singer, a professional actor.
Yeah.
We make more than half our money doing those things.
It's just different, I think, when you get up that scale. Level. I mean,
when I work 7 days a week to pay rent on my stabilized apartment and some of our biggest expenses are like a new air conditioner or like car payments. It's not the same of Justin Bieber.
No.
Where he doesn't get out of bed for under 6 figures.
But here's my thing is like, we use Taylor Swift all the time as like the biggest, celebrity in the world. I wonder who is helping her not go off the deep end. Not that I'm saying Justin is. I'm saying like what is set in place for that.
It seems to me that she's never been a partier.
Like, I want to know her only routine. I want to know, does she wake up and take her elderberry sea moss? Does she...
I don't know. I mean,
she just pets her cats and then reads a book.
Probably, okay. Yeah, and wakes up and writes and journals and the shit that she likes. Like tea and books. That's just
her.
I think that is her. Okay,
then you know what? I'm going to assume they have a little more autonomy than I think they do.
I also think that she is not online. She can't be.
Well, the comments being turned off was a number one. That happened, I think, right around when she finally came out with like, vote Democrat.
Sure.
And then it was like half her following, from Arkansas, Kentucky.
Kalani.
Yeah. Stop.
Speaking she of follow? Kalani, have you had the Alani Nu energy drinks? I like those are really delicious.
I've never.
Kim Kardashian has a collab with them and that's scrumptious.
Did you see the gummies? They came out, the Intimacy, or I don't know if it's like
that's Courtney, right?
The Courtney, yes.
I saw a sponsored ad on TikTok today
where it's like you want to get your pussy ate, have this gummy. The man will be all over you because he's going to eat it like a gummy bear.
You put it in your cooch and he eats it all?
No, I wish. That's fun. That's
put
fun.
a little Tic Tac in your butthole.
Yeah,
like a minty.
yeah.
Me on dreams.
Okay, are we going to talk?
Yeah.
The elephant in the room?
The elephant in
or
the room. It's pronounced Matt. Thank you.
You better not.
You better not. Wait, spoiler for 15 weeks when we air it. I wrote an ad this morning called "Today We're Sponsored by You Better." And I was like, "You better vacuum.
Oh,
you better brush those
cute.
teeth. You better buy that conditioner. You better.
You better."
Yeah.
That's nice. We'll circle back to that.
Yeah,
one
we'll
in
see
15 weeks.
October.
Right. When we have maybe 100 subscribers.
Me on dream goes. Yeah, so we went a little viral on TikTok.
It's at what, about 300 at this point? It's about
336,000
right now as of June 7th, 2025.
Yeah, 1 p.m.
Yep. So
it's slowing down.
which honestly is nice. It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a little
I was wondering
when it would stop.
I was wondering like, wow, like how does someone like Brittany Broski, does she have a TikTok phone?
Oh yeah, they have to have a TikTok phone.
It just fries the crap out of you.
I mean, I was like, honestly, I mean, I'm a little manic about it, but I was like, oh, that would be nice to have a second phone. That would be really nice.
You.
Yeah, I know. Like, imagine. I did have 2 phones for a while. You remember?
Yes.
It was fun.
You're wild.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah. So Brooke and I share posting clips. The way that the podcast works, we film in my apartment. You generously travel here. And you do our audio, and I write the outlines, and then we kind of, there's some weeks where like I make a lot of clips, or some weeks where you make a lot of clips, just kind of depending on where our life is. So if you notice, if it's a camera going from one person to one person, that's me. If it's both of us at the same time, that's Brooke. She's better with computers, and knowing when to stop talking.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you,
So
babe.
I was finishing. I was walking home from the gym when I saw like, hey, Watch Headquarters posted a new. I got a sponsored, like a notification. That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a clip that you posted of me talking about Dance Moms, which by the way we so often do.
Mm-hmm.
I've been rewatching Dance Moms with the Back to the Bar podcast, so I listen to 1 episode a week.
You're still on it.
Yes.
Oh well, it's just 1 episode a week. Then
Yeah. I'm not that great about watching TV, to be honest. I like to just like sit and be like.
And then you're.
Yeah.
Wow, the whole thing.
Play Woody Puzzle. Absolutely. It's been almost a 10-year addiction. And you posted a clip of us talking about Dance Moms, and I was like, oh, I wouldn't have posted this one. You know, I think I try and post punchlines, and you post like random blurbs. Right.
That was so off the wall, and I honestly didn't even think people were going to know what we were talking about.
Didn't you do hashtag Kalani?
I did hashtag it, but I didn't know that. I mean, because people don't sometimes look at that. So I was thinking people go, who is this? Who is this about? But no one said that. Everyone absolutely knew. It got into everyone's feed that
you know what's funny? Christy or Kelly said recently that Dance Moms is in like the top 2% of watched television shows.
Still,
I think it's because on Disney Plus and Hulu, and I'm sure Lifetime plays it. I believe there's a channel on some like Roku or whatever that is just like Dance Moms.
That's all day long. Dance Moms, kind of like in Practical Jokers, where you're like in a hotel room.
Or ridiculousness.
That's my hotel room jam. Is like either those three. You switch back and forth between them at commercial breaks. So Dance Moms. That post again, I'm at the gym. I was actually, instead of that video, I was going to post when we talked about doing our Delco makeup palette. That would have gotten a total of about maybe 900 views. 6 likes are normal.
Me, Emily Sampson,
no one
all
would have
the Cook
known.
siblings.
Yep. Maybe Michaela Cook. You did so good last night.
Michaela Cook, Burnout of the Week, obviously.
Yeah, every week. Please. The hair's down to ass crack. It was
Come
beautiful.
on now. I love an ass hair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so it was exciting. I wrote a comment just to you saying, "Oh, I would have liked to have kept this inside. I mean, like inside the family, inside
the long videos,
the 40 views on YouTube,
right?
You know what? We have like another 40 on between like Spotify and Apple, like the 100 people that listen,
right? The random like TikTok liver that I have in,
butter and waffles.
He was viewing our profile. I saw that.
Boy.
Yeah.
And when I woke up the next morning, that comment had like 800 likes, 900 likes. And I was like, oh no. And so we started to get it went outside the market of hate watch, you know, and Brooke and I started laughing because when we get likes, it's from people that we want to hang out with. It'll be like Grisabella Pussy Slayer, you know, it'll be like
Snail Mama T.
Yeah. Non-binary mushroom trade.
That's exactly.
And I'm like, oh, that's our family.
We're
that's
in
like
that.
Our brunch. That's it's our friends.
Yes.
Whether or not they're in Ireland or Dubai or whatever.
But when you start getting a first name and a last name, like 2065 at the end of it, it's
like LinkedIn pictures.
Oh no, like someone on a horse. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Yeah,
now
and so we started getting. Well, I started getting critique saying like, oh, like, you know, I basically, if you didn't see the quote, I said that Kalani Hilliker, well, don't need a full name. Kalani doesn't dress fat, like in my opinion, doesn't dress perfectly for her body. And I called her a MAGA cunt from Arizona, and I'll do that again right now. She's a MAGA cunt from Arizona, and a lot of people were upset at the word choice of cunt,
right?
And at body shaming, and it's so funny because both of those things didn't occur to me. There was a lot of conversation about being like, you know, this is a privileged white gay man. Why are you excusing misogyny from him because he's gay? And to that I say, valid critique. Thank you for that perspective. But I also say, I don't really believe in gender and sexuality. I don't necessarily call myself gay or man. If you said both of those, if you put those labels onto me, I would agree. But I kind of also see myself as Matt the person. You know, I've had partners and exes of all genders and sexualities and spectrums. And even if I am like a fag on a mic, it's not just that. And then the other aspect, which you and I were talking about earlier, is like cunt, which to
the
me,
word cunt and the reclaiming of cunt.
Yeah.
And how honestly in our circle and beyond, honestly, that
and like
word,
our online circle, like the breadth of the people I know.
I remember this is maybe a year and a half ago. You said cunt, and I went, oh,
I remember this.
I went, oh,
and then a week later you said, okay, cunty tea.
I understand it now, and
yeah.
like it
My
actually
tomato pot,
cunt. Yeah.
Cunty. But disco ball ice cream cone?
Cunt.
Cunty.
Yes. The way that it was said wasn't like MAGA cunt. You know,
yeah.
it was MAGA cunt.
It was
because
cunt in a traditional sense. But
right.
to me, it's not severe.
It's not.
To me, it's like, I didn't call her like, you know, if I like said to you, you're a bitch.
Yeah. If we're in a fight and said you're a cunt. Again, that's the thing of, you know, maybe, but it's,
I guess passive versus assertive.
Exactly. And then at the end of the day, there was a few comments that I agreed with that, you know, if she is going to be voting for someone that is very anti-feminist, she's not going to care.
I mean, like, it's so funny. You know, people always say James Charles or whoever, I don't want to compare myself to him again. Even though, once again, like, tasteful BBL, like, good for him. It's just interesting when people are like, you're apologizing or you're commenting because you got caught. And that is true.
Yeah.
You know, like, the way I speak on the mic is the way I will speak to kind of anyone's face or behind their back or on the phone or whatever. This is kind of the way I speak. Is kind of the way I speak. And it didn't necessarily occur to me that that word has value the way that I guess it really does.
And I believe it's in a different circle, like we were talking about.
Yes.
The typical non-binary snail was like, "This is hilarious, LMAO."
Yeah.
Right. And then there were some girlies
like,
that were
like 37, 38, 39.
Yeah.
Wearing capris. You know, like they're a mother of a kindergartner.
They're like, I get it, but also we shouldn't be saying that word.
Yeah.
And that's just a different circle. It's a different life.
And again,
living.
like, you know, like I'm commenting once again on like what they wear and like who they are. Maybe like they're like, you know, like an art teacher. Like, that's just a different circle than what I live in. Right. And if I was speaking to them directly, I would have altered my language because that's not how they communicate.
Right.
It's interesting, and I was excited for the new perspective.
Right.
You know, I'm not against critique. But I also kind of felt, and there was a lot of comments being like, if she's gonna vote Republican, then she doesn't care about women's rights. And I was like, no, I don't know if that's true either. I think the discussion was fierce.
Well, the women's rights thing, that has absolutely nothing to do with
Which, by the way, at the end of the day, I am a single issue voter when it comes to abortion care and women's rights. And then now, obviously, it's very, very vastly expanded into immigration and the ICE raids and obviously like trans rights and like all of that is very, 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 that's like not the only reason, but it makes it so easy to be like, I'm not voting that way. Exactly. I'm not going to consider it. I couldn't consider it.
Exactly.
And it's like, I did call her a MAGA cunt from Arizona, but to me that's like saying like, oh, like we're trash from Philly. It's like a descriptor. It's a new way of saying her name.
Right. Right.
You know, like, oh, the girl in the girl in the pashmina.
The pashmina. Right.
You know,
right.
It doesn't, to me, like, ew, like, why are politics involved?
Exactly.
She's from Arizona.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Exactly. And then like the thing of like what she was wearing, that is its own ordeal. Like the body is
could you imagine
tea. The body is tea.
I was actually the only thing that I wanted to actually like reply and be like, I'm sorry, no one commented on her body.
It was the outfit choices that she was trying on for her
and I'll expand,
wedding.
Kalani, please. Obviously, you know, I'm a fashion icon in my legalized popper shirt. Mine's a little too tight too. I wore it for you at a solidarity
I think it
sister.
looks fantastic. It looks cunt.
But but she's like what, like a 5'4" dancer?
Yeah.
Like you clock the skin, clock the hair, clock the ass, clock the tits. You can't.
No, she looks great.
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes, and I know this as someone who could be a little thick in the neck and dense in the brain, is that you sometimes certain silhouette refers to like what you're wearing. You know, like right now I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts. These shorts are 5 inches. They're a little big in the leg. I have other like little scoochy shorts that are a little shorter, a little longer. It's the silhouette. That's the shape of the outfit, the clothes. It's called a silhouette.
Yes.
And sometimes her silhouettes, I don't think highlight her body,
her natural
to
curves,
general standards. Yeah. She's curvy.
Yeah.
She's a curvy woman. And by the way, thank God for a curvy woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that was like not even.
Yeah, when people are like, he's
issue.
body shaming, I was like, wait, no. And I go back and watch episodes. I body shame. I do it.
Jamie
Not to her. Girl, Jamie Lynn, please. Please. Jamie Lynn.
Come on. I mean, but at the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't know. It was interesting.
I hear the comments again.
It was funny to be perceived.
It is funny to be perceived.
What do you mean you're watching this?
It's also funny to see the 50-50. I feel like it was a really interesting split.
80-20.
Hopefully.
It was like 3 loud people. Like 3 or 4.
Loud people. And then I know that you didn't look, but the fighting within the comments starts to become a little overwhelming.
Well, you were telling me they were going at each other's
not going at each other's looks, like
intelligence,
like you know, when people use a celebrity's profile picture instead of their own, they're like,
oh, you're a Swiftie,
right? Or like, you know, like
sure.
Or you know, just when they start going at each other within the comment section of our video, it actually started to become nothing of our video.
Wow.
And it became it either became political, it became body shaming each other, and it became just a spiral of nothingness. And that's not something that this is, again, the first one hitting being 300,000 views. That's is nice. a lot to deal with.
And don't worry, we're back down to no views.
Yeah, thank you guys. No, I think we like the little oof, and then we like a back down, because
it was
take a breather, because that day was
confusing.
we FaceTimed, and it was a little overwhelming.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I did not read. I read the initial critiques, and then I went through some of the filtered comments, and after that I went, actually, like,
I'm going to stay off.
Well, I was lucky to not disagree with any of the critique. I was like, thank God, you know, because can you imagine if someone's attacking something you say and you're objectively like, you're wrong?
That will happen.
It was nice to be like, yeah, like I actually like totally see where you're coming from.
That's the difference about this one, where it's a bit like we can go, okay, reflect, move on.
Yeah.
There will be times when there are people that fight for no reason, and we go, what the fuck are you talking about?
Girls, stop. Girls got out the room.
Yeah.
Girls out the room. I'm trying to do a solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, you were talking about us. There wasn't a single comment about my looks and my body.
No.
And that shook me to my core. Hi, iPhone 13 recording. Thank you for doing that. Hi, Snooki. Hi, Dina. Hi, JWoww. I've lost 160 pounds. I am at my thinnest probably since 7th grade, since I was 12 years old. And so to have no one actually be like, the calls coming from inside the house or whatever is very interesting to me.
Right.
And I am like a body dysmorphic queen, obviously, who isn't, and I don't see myself maybe the way I reflect. So like a lot of my humor is being like, yes, I'm so sexy. You guys are so ugly, fat, ew.
And it's like, to say that it you know, people just go white gay, like,
yes,
and you're like, just white gay.
And because I used to be 350, I have never been a part of like the white gay. I've never been a twink. I've never been a twuzz. I've never been a twatter, a twitter, a tweaker. I've never tweaked. Okay.
Right.
And when I choked, it was only my back fat.
I know.
So it was definitely like, oh.
Yeah. Okay. Like, it's different. It's a different angle. And
yeah. And speaking of body shaming, you know what I'm doing now? Every time, like since I'm an actor in New York and I'm like booked or whatever, I know a lot of gay men with like 10 packs. And you know what I've been doing? Every single time they post a Speedo picture now that it's summer, I've been going on their story and I'm going, obese, fatty.
Better stop.
No, it's so funny because you know what's
stop.
nice? Because they're always like, haha. They know it's not true.
I mean,
they haven't had water in 72 hours. Lines of creatine, a baby carrot if they're lucky.
Jesus Christ.
And I keep on going. Yikes, you've let yourself go. Please, it's so funny.
That's insane.
Because they're all like Greek goddesses.
Yeah, I mean, it's ironic.
Oh my God,
I love
it.
It's ironic as fuck. Yeah.
So that's
that. I think we've covered her enough.
I think we've exhausted the topic.
We'll clip that up.
Yeah, and I wanted to say, did I do my? Oh, damn, we're going on. Okay, today we're sponsored by Original Ideas. Try having one. Original Ideas.
It's good.
And then here's my other haiku. This one's been in the bank forever. Tina Fey tied my hands together and left me and went to the mall. And then I'm gonna speed through. Thanks. I'm gonna cut this middle topic because I don't even know what to say about that. The Diddy trials are happening. Did you know?
Diddy trials are happening.
They're still happening.
For some reason, I think it's going to be another
invested.
Jeffrey Epstein where I think, I don't know if he will die, but I just don't think he will live the rest of his life in prison. There's just something that's going to happen. Yeah. And I also think
he would, in some cases, he would maybe rather pass and live.
100%. I think that because that to him would probably be more embarrassing.
Yeah.
To live his life in jail rather than be like,
did you see the drawing of him? He apparently has like white hair, like Dr. Dillamond, like,
excuse me,
goatee, like completely aged like 30 years physically. Like he looks haggard.
Stressed.
Yeah.
That'll do it to you.
I mean, the crimes didn't do it to him, but.
Oh yeah, but once you get caught.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Also,
I don't see any grace from the TikTok that went viral, so thank God. Yeah.
Also, my air conditioner got recalled. I'm 1.7 million ACs, so I've been sleeping with no air conditioner on the 5th floor in New York City.
It's 90 degrees in June.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I put on my fan and it said my apartment was 86 degrees.
Oh, that's nice.
And I was like, oh, that's good.
Good. I don't have to use highlighter, guys. It's just natural.
Yeah, I'm glistening.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't you remember? Based off of track 4 of Adele's sophomore album, 21. Don't you remember
when Shawn Mendes' Soft came out?
Do you remember that?
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. He really did. He was like, I mean, like maybe.
Yeah. No, I think he's really hot. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. He's gorgeous. I love that video of him and Camila Cabello walking. They're like they're
zombie walking.
Walk of shame for the both of them. He just came out to her. He goes, I literally had fingers up my ass last night, and she's having to process. Sunglasses on, walking down the street.
Her big ass sweatshirt.
I like that. She looked like Cookie Monster pajamas. Court. Yeah, that's cute. Little moccasins.
When you call me señorita. And they're both thinking about how they like being called señorita.
Yeah.
Don't you remember Fred Figglehorn?
Yeah.
Loved Fred.
I'm in my mom's pool.
Wait, that was really good. Do it one more time.
It's Fred. I watched him too much. Matt, the Fred movie with Jeanette McCurdy.
You watched that?
Oh, too many times. Downstairs in the dark in my parents' basement. Yeah. I have a full Coke, not a diet one. Now it's diet. The Cokes. Ew. Yeah, ew. Yeah. 64 grams of sugar at 10 years old.
I know.
4 of them a day.
Do you remember like 4 of them?
4. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack.
Do you remember when like you would, I would say like you go to like a block party or like a backyard barbecue and you just drink so much soda?
Yes, and those little hugs.
Oh, those are good.
The blue.
Yeah, please.
Or the red.
I was the red girl.
Yeah, you know.
I remember there was like someone's backyard. I remember like they had all this soda and like the big coolers with ice.
Oh, I love those. You're like hands soaking
maybe
wet.
Like a high school graduation party, you know? Yeah. And I have like a grape soda, an orange soda, a Sprite, and a Coke.
In a day. In an afternoon. I don't know if you were a hot dog girl.
Yeah, a hot dog girl. Yeah. I didn't eat burgers, a hot dog girl.
Yeah.
Or like, and then I would have like a cupcake. Yeah. Spoiler, 2.
Probably.
With 4 cans of soda.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just consuming that?
I know. And then going into a pool or like going in the sprinklers and it's like the slip inside has grass and mud all over it.
And you know, it's so funny. Now I would do the exact same thing just with 1 Diet Coke.
With 1 Diet Coke.
And I'm still pounding 2 cupcakes. Salsa boots.
Yeah. If they have cucumber, let me know.
Oh my God.
Chip substitute.
No, I just like staying in the pool. Me and my Diet Coke in the pool like this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So one time I went viral on TikTok for body shaming. me in like the swim shirt that has like the abs. One time I went viral for body shaming. Actually, I took a shirtless picture of the day.
The Speedo that you got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's Speedo summer.
No
Body
tan lines here.
Don't you remember the Bon Appetit test kitchen?
I loved that.
Remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Remember, hi, it's Claire from the Bon Appetit test kitchen.
Yeah. I loved that. Yeah, they're like I loved the cooking videos, just anything. It's like so relaxing.
I love
Barefoot
watched,
Contessa.
I watched a video where it was like cheese person talks about all the Trader Joe's cheeses like 3 days ago. And by the end I lost steam because it was 45 minutes.
You ever
for a while I was like, ooh.
Seven Sisters Gouda is one I've been a little bit obsessed with. It's a young Gouda. It's like lightly aged, maybe 6 months.
The young Gouda.
Yeah, she's young.
Young
she's
Gouda.
Fresh. She tastes good.
Justin Bieber. Jason
But she is
Derulo.
of age. Don't worry.
No, they have like the Hatch chili scotch on it, chili cheddar situation.
You into brie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Goat cheese?
I thought I said Jabri. I said Bruno of the Week Jabri.
Oh my God. What a, yeah.
Is that what I went, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Goat cheese. I love cheese.
Cottage?
Yes, but I'm going to blend it.
Oh.
Let me puree a little bit.
I could eat that out of the motherfucking can.
Have you seen the thing where the guy made Dippin' Dots out of cottage cheese?
Yes, and I would. There's a girl that made cottage cheese chips. And they're good.
Maria made the cottage cheese bagels.
They're probably great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to her hike.
She loved it. She drove home yesterday.
Great.
Is this Claro Shade based off of Claro? Renee Rapp. Claro Success.
Success.
Is this Claro Shade based off of Claro? Pink Pantheress.
Success.
Is this Claro Shade based off of Claro? Shy Girl. Success.
Success.
Claro
Okay.
Success.
Okay. Yeah. No, I like her.
It's all about Claro Success today.
It is. That was a 3 in a row.
I'm here to pump up women after bringing another one down.
I know. And like as the woman on the podcast, I just need to say Matt loves a woman. Matt loves puss.
I find the clit.
You know, he really just, I think at the end of the day, there just might be some animosity there because he's not. So he's just a person at the end of the day.
No matter how small. I had to end up quoting Seussical.
What was the song you just sang?
A person.
The Britney
no
woman song.
How small. Stop it. Cut. Cut.
My God.
Bye. Wait, no, I'm back. Do you have anything you want to say? Instead, did all the talking we were talking about misogyny?
Oh no, we did really good today.
Great.
At the end of the
Thank you guys.
Bye guys.